from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Kentucky right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds his target. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Good work to get the defense to jump and to give them a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rush right in his face. Just a little off. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
Snags it and he's open. Inside the 40. And they've got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Running the red zone. It's Baxter. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down.
And that'll go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yard situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Escapes the sack. Breaks into the open. That's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Well, that is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California thinking... do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. They'll run it with Baxter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Quick give. It's Davison. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw. It's Washington. Turns up. It's Eccles. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th. Hard running there. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Now, go for it.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Nearly intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the move. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Makes the grab on the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Eccles. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
No room to bring it back. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Davison. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Right back to the well. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. In the backfield, it's Eccles. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Washington. Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute.
Caught.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. To throw, it's Washington. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Powers inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. Got enough for the 1st down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to it. Swamped immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Washington. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to Johnson. Nowhere to go. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Oh, it's a fumble! And he falls on top of his own fumble. Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Auburn lines up quickly. Going to the run, it's Johnson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Drops back on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who can?
He's going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 7 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's USC able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Right side, it's Wiley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense all over him.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Enough to move the chains. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Johnson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
They booted away. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Darby. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Darby. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking for the edge. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. They go to the wide receiver screen. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Darby.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
So they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Where did he go?
Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Baxter. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
That keeps the score. Auburn, 33, Kentucky.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Come out and set and ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing. That's why they're losing.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Throws it off the RPO. Shows him the stiff arm. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unleashes it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Third and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Turns it loose. Upstairs, he's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. Quick give. It's Ivory. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught over the middle. It's Darby. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Knocked down immediately. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Washington. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Oh, what a cut! Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Hits inside. It's Johnson. He's past the sticks. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking to throw, it's Washington. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st. Got his man. Across the 45. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Drops back on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Darby. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Wildcats will hustle from the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like...
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.